Hello, VC. What's going on? This is Saturday. I'm gonna talk to you for a second and then get on with my day. I'd like to share that my art opening exhibit was nice last night. Small turnout, but I'm just very pleased to get honest feedback about my collages because I originally made them for me. Very self-indulgent. And it was good to get honest feedback. Because most people liked some of them. And then some people were honest that, didn't do anything for them. Thank God I need the honesty, you know what I'm saying? One fan is interested, has expressed interest in actually purchasing at the prices that I'm asking. It does prompt me to I've got to get a proper website done. It's been promised to me, I just haven't had, it's work on their part and mine, and we just haven't followed through. But this exhibit prompts me that I need to get a proper website up so I can get this stuff in proper perspective. The musical works and the visual works for people to assess. It's a great honor, though, and again, if I remember, I'll put some pictures of the exhibit opening last night at the end of the video. I want to mention before I forget that. I forget your name right quick, friend, but a fellow musician has been asking me if I knew of Nash the Slash, a Canadian musician who recently passed away, and I do. I have some FM records, but I can't find the one that he's on that I have. I'm playing City of Fear in the background, but Nash isn't on this one. I know I have, I've got at least one FM album that he's on, but it's misfiled. It's, if you say something and then you get a response, and maybe I should rephrase some things that I say. Like, for example, after I said what I said in my last video, I checked my inbox, and there was a ton of video requests and want you to watch, and I actually checked everything, and everything was just okay. It's not that it was bad, it was just that, it wasn't, nothing screamed at me, that this is something unusual that will interest me. Not to say that the stuff isn't any good, but I think the other thing I better say and get out in the open is that as much as I'm being supportive and encouraging of other artists, what I really want you to do is to listen to me. Can I just get that straight now? Okay, just like everyone wants me to listen to you, I want you to listen to me. That's what I'm really interested in, okay? So, if you don't hear back from me about your music, just let me just be real about it, It's I love music, I love sharing, but I'd like to push me. The medium of records, this love affair that I have with this medium has something to do with the listening experience. So just clicking and going to websites and listening to people's music, I have to really be in the mood for it. But when people send me records, that's a whole nother experience. You know what I'm talking about, okay? If you send me a record, it's on, that's a different experience. So I just really want people to understand, that I'm not being a prick, I'm being honest, I'm an artist too. And at this point, really, I'm more interested in you hearing me than me trying to discover you. That'll change if somebody sends me something and it blows my mind, but that hasn't happened, it hasn't. Someone mentioned MGMT. I'll have to check out the new one eventually. This last one here, I liked a couple of tracks on their debut album really well. This one, never. I like the cover, and that's about it. It just, I put it on, and nothing happens that draws me in, although there's all sorts of things happening. That's why it's hard for me to kind of I can't define what it is that turns me on, but we all know, I think most of us know what we like when we hear it. And I dig that, Greg, the reference to Genesis. I know what I like in your wardrobe, you bet I do. Someone mentioned something about dark music. I know I have a lot of videos, folks, but almost every question that comes up I've already answered in my videos. And it's not like you want to go and look through 1,000 videos to see what I said, but what I'm saying is, in fact, most every time someone brings up something, it's something I've already addressed. And I've discussed my interest in all kinds of music. I went through the period where I was trying to understand my fascination with the dark side, with luridness, and and to me, dark music is dark, like White House, and and some of the strains of Nurse with Loon, early SPK, and things like that. 9 Inch Nails, that's not. I don't. That's just okay. I've never been a 9 Inch Nails fan. I've seen them live twice, and but playing the music at home, it's like Trent Reznor is a good producer, but I don't care about his words. And when it comes to the music, there's so much more. There are many other groups that I've found much more interesting to listen to. So I'm not a 9 Inch Nails fan. Last night I got a hankering to hear the song Body and Soul by Sisters of Mercy, so I played that. Now, they were considered like godfathers of Gothic rock, which again is just a term I don't necessarily agree with or like, but some might consider this dark. I just consider this really good. A timeless sound is what it is. Andrew Eldridge's voice is amazing. Also, after my exhibit last night, I was online a little bit with folks, and Nathan Morales posted a link about Earth. The band Earth are going to reissue this, so I pulled this and played this last night. The Bees Made Honey in the Lion's Skull, and this is an original copy on Southern Lord. I don't consider this dark. It moves slowly. Some of their stuff can be kind of drony and heavy. This is really excellent, brilliant album, actually. I don't know if you consider that dark, I was going to try to pull some records to illustrate, and then I just got busy with something else. I can do, again, like I say, people are like diamonds. We're multifaceted. And when you see a part of a person, that does not define them. And yet that is how life is. Life happens quickly, and there's a lot to take in. So it's not to be expected that people are going to be trying to process things heavily and deeply. And that's what I'm talking about, is when you think about it and you process information more deeply, you can understand what I'm saying, that you can never know a person fully, and when people show you a part of them, that's all you're seeing is a part of them. It's never the whole. So if you encounter me and I'm showing shoegaze records, that's one facet. If you happen to catch a video where I'm showing prog, that's one facet, or jazz. A person is not defined by perceptions. We're much larger than people's perceptions. The point I'm trying to make is that whatever music you see me talking about here, my interests are much wider and larger than what you're seeing me show in this video. And it's been my major obsession in my life. I hoover music, so I'm trying to hear everything, So if I didn't show it or I haven't talked about it recently, it doesn't mean I don't know about it or don't have an interest in it. Like someone was mentioning in a message about bands they thought I would like, and I've heard of them. I haven't heard of everything, but I have heard of a lot. They'd mentioned Agalloch, and I have this one particular album. Again, if I was rich, I'd have more. Marrow of the Spirit. And they mentioned another band, Heavy, Moon something. I just got turned on to them. And again, if I was rich, I'd have their albums. So, thanks for interacting with me, and thanks for being patient with me, because I'm a human and I have my moments. If you, I could use I can always use some record sales. So I have a few of these left, and if you're interested, just message me because they're not on my blog site because they're gone. Basically, I've got like 2 of these, but I've got Flyover, and Flyover is a badass album. I have it on CD as well. It's not even a matter of caring about critics or naysayers. Flyover is an excellent album. It is. You need a copy. I'll put the link below.